Hey everyone, welcome back to Lily's Kick-Ass Fitness Coaching. So in the last video, I showed you a strength and flexibility combo that was a back bend to a fish flop to push up to handstand. So as promised, this time we're going to break it down in a little more detail on how to do each individual component of that combo. So today's video will focus on how to do the back bend portion. For the back bend, it's not only flexibility that you'll need, you'll also need to be able to engage the right muscles in the right order. So we'll do drills that have to do with both working up your back flexibility to get to be able to do that skill, and drills on how to find the right muscles to engage in order to go from the back bend and push it up to the handstand. We'll start out by doing 2 basic stretches to open up the shoulders, and here is our first one. Hold it for about 30 seconds and try to gradually sink lower in the position as you hold it. Here is our second shoulder stretch, very similar to the first, only this time your chest is directly against the wall. This one will stretch more of the lower back. In comparison, the first one stretched mainly the upper back. Also hold this one for about 30 seconds as well. Now this drill is called bridge wall walks, and it's a great progression to start working up to the back bend and gaining confidence as you bend over backwards. Start by standing about 3 feet away from the wall or tree. Bend over backwards and walk your hands down the wall. When you get to the bottom, press your hands and feet firmly to the floor and try to press your shoulders into the wall and straighten your legs as much as possible. This gives you a really excellent deep stretch. Then start walking your hands back up the wall and try to always keep your arms by your ears. Now here's what that looks like in real time. As you practice and get more comfortable with these, try to gradually decrease your dependency on the wall. Eventually, the wall will just be there as a spotter just in case, but you'll be able to bend over backwards without needing to put your hands along the wall. Something that's always extremely important to remember with these is to keep your arms straight. Do not let your arms go bent, because that is how you end up plopping on the floor, which is exactly what we do not want. So keep those arms nice and strong and shoulder width apart the whole time. Now let's start practicing away from the wall. At first it just takes some courage to bend over backwards, but we'll go over some tips. When we do them without the wall, we do not want bent arms. Watch what'll happen. Ugh, you fall right on your head. Now we do not want that. Here's what we do want. Nice and straight, tight arms. They catch you right when your hands hit the ground, so you do not fall on your head. Yes. Straight arms, good. Bent arms, bad. Now let's look at the legs. With bent legs, it's a little bit easier because your back doesn't arch as much. So as you're working up your flexibility, you can keep your legs bent. Straight legs cause your back to arch a lot deeper. So that's a great progression to work up to as you build your flexibility. Make it a goal to be able to do the bridge position with straight legs and arms. Now, how to bring your feet up and over. At first, you'll want to stop in the bridge position and use a bit of kick from your feet to help yourself go up and over. Work toward gradually minimizing the amount that you need to stop and bridge and kick your feet over, and try to make it just one fluid motion. Your abs are what pick your feet up off the floor. Do not rely only on jumping your feet off the floor and generating momentum. Your abs need to be engaged to get those feet off the floor safely without straining your back. Also notice this nice open shoulder position with the head between the arms. Use your abs to drive your feet up and over and pass through this nice and straight handstand position as you finish the movement. When you put it all together, work on making the movement both controlled and as fluid as possible. As far as muscle engagement, use your core to get your feet up and off the floor. Squeeze your glutes and hamstrings to control your legs. In the handstand, use all your stabilizer muscles from the abs, shoulder girdle, and even grip the floor with your fingers. Here it is all together in real time. Right, so there you have it. That is how you will start learning the beginning part of this month's sequence, how to go from standing position to back bend and push it on over. So keep practicing this one. Depending on what your starting point is, it might take you quite a while to work up to it, because you need to work up strength, flexibility, and just balance and overall body engagement, body awareness. So it can be a pretty difficult thing to learn at first, but just stay patient with it and keep going. If you have any more questions about how to do this part of the sequence, feel free to drop them off in the comments. Because this is still a fairly new channel, I am super open to hearing what y'all have to say about it. If anything is unclear, you want me to explain more, feel free to ask. If there's any tutorial you want to see me do in the future, feel free to let me know that as well. So join my community and keep kicking ass.